Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over cryptocurrency market, some other things, minor stocks. Okay, so let's go over the minor stocks first. Okay, so let's go down with this, all the fanfare into miners. Let's see, Bit Farms. Um, Bit Farms not looking healthy. Okay, guys. So there's all this fanfare about minor stocks, and there still is. I made the video. I showed the evidence. You got divergence on there on the daily from that peak to that peak. That's probably a counter trend rally, guys. So the deal is that all this fanfare in the minor stocks. Here's the deal, guys. Most of these minor stocks, if they're only in Bitcoin mining, if Bitcoin does not get up above 30K and maintain that, most of these things are going to go away, in my opinion. Mara stock. I don't know, whatever else are not like they're not like MicroStrategy, right? So MicroStrategy has Bitcoin and it has another side to its business, right? So primarily MicroStrategy is a software type business. I think it competes with Microsoft. Not really impressed with the company to be straight with you. I just look at the long-term chart and you know, Microsoft's chart looks they did a lot better than they did on MicroStrategy. But now MicroStrategy has Bitcoin, so it's a pseudo ETF. And all the fanfare was about the minor stocks, which are, it's kind of like options trade, if you will, compared to Bitcoin. So if you bought Bitcoin, you made 80%, 100%, maybe if you're lucky at the bottom in November 22. If you bought Riot blockchain, you made a 4x. So very, very aggressive type stocks. Okay. But the message is being sent here with these stocks is that it's looking like these things are going to be going down to the right. Not to say, I'm not saying that these things are just going to drop from here, guys. It's going to be sideways, and they're going to continue to trend this way. Coinbase, same thing, guys. It's finished something here. It's a counter trend rally. Took everything out. So Coinbase is here. You might get a shot back up to this way, and they're going to be continuing to trend down like this, guys. For the most part, here's Coinbase, boom, 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 and it's going to trend down. You might need another relief bounce. Oh yeah, here we go, bull market, and it's going to go back down like that. Okay, that's pretty much ARK Innovation Fund, Kathy Wood's deal here. I would stay away from this. Look at that little what's being formed right there, guys. A massive, massive head and shoulders pattern is being formed. ARK Innovation Fund, just to let you guys know, I think this is going to get all the way back down to these areas. $17, no problem for ARK Innovation Fund. So don't buy that long term. Okay. Do not buy that long term. Not financial advice. Go talk to a financial advisor. Here's the one that was concerning to me, guys, is Mara. It's impulsing down, guys. It's impulsing down. So what was the narrative? BlackRock was buying into the miners. What was the narrative? ETF is coming. BlackRock's going to have an ETF. Guys, look, this has been going on since 2016 with the same narrative. It's the same thing all over again. 2021 was the top in November, December, right around that time frame, then November 21. And it was the same thing. ETF is coming, and now here's your ETF, and here you are, same song and dance. And I'm wondering when the cryptocurrency market is finally going to learn her lesson. I think this time, eventually, they're going to get it, I think. So here's the deal with it. So it's impulsing down. On this, let me go to a weekly chart here. This is so here's this trend right here. So yeah, here I'm still expecting a bounce in here on Mara, but it's going to continue to trend down. So Mara is doing what like a dead cryptocurrency, if that's what you want to call it. Type deal here. This pattern that it's in, guys, is It's like the death spiral. I don't know what else to say. It's the death spiral pattern, man. It's like, here it is. It's going to bounce. It's going to right down here. It's going to bounce. It's going to bounce. It's going to bounce. And you're going to see these like little tiny bounces probably right over here. So here it is. Oh, excuse me. Let me go back over here. So here it is right here. Got back up, down. It's going to go like this. And then it's going to go like that. And then it's going to go like that. And it's going to go like that. You know, it could take it 2 years, guys, really. And then it's just going to go like that, guys. If Mara is only into Bitcoin mining, they got a problem and they better start, you know, like I said, I think these miners, man, and just all the narrative that's going on, they are believing that for your cycle bull market's coming back, guys. And that's a bad play. That's a bad play, guys. So in my opinion. Riot blockchain, which is the strongest out of all of them, was even looking a little bit weak. I expect it to go sideways just because of the strength behind it, guys. So more than likely, this right here was its pattern. You know, your three, and your 5, so you're flat, and now it's making its way down, but it'll be sideways here, kind of like Mara, and then eventually get down there, guys. So these stocks basically suck. I don't know how many times you go over these things. These are, you know, like Mara is supposed to be like the leading indicator of Bitcoin. Yeah, if you look at this, what's Mara doing is what Bitcoin is going to do, and future of Mara is just not looking great, guys. Bitcoin needs to get above $30,000 and maintain above $30,000 for this thing to have any hope to survive. If they're only in Bitcoin mining, as far as I can tell, it looks like that's all that they're in. It looks like they're in some sort of patents over here. And now they got into high risk, super high risk Bitcoin out of all the asset classes, and it paid off for them right here, right there. But that party, in my opinion, has ended for a while. It's ended, guys. Okay. For a long time, I believe. So let's go over BTC. Cooling off a little bit on the daily here. On let's check this out. Okay. DXY. Got any divergence yet? Let's check it out. It doesn't mean, yeah, it's still up there, forming a little bit of divergence, so it's probably cooling off a little bit. You want to see it break that trend line. And then the S&P 500. Now, I'm short-term time frame, I'm up and to the right on Bitcoin, so it'll go up and to the right. And let's see here. Let me go down to S&P 500. And then it can find 200 simple moving average. I know a lot of people think this is just going to go like this. It's kind of the narrative with the bears going like this. The bulls say it's in a bull run. You know, bear market starting right here. Bulls are saying it's in a bull run, somewhere in between. Right, usually how it happens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably won't get up that high. Just barely break all-time highs. And then it's going to be in a B wave for years, guys. I posted that on there. You're going to look at a B wave sideways thing for years, guys, on that. More than likely, nothing fantastical. Same thing with the NASDAQ, getting down to that area. And then one more up over here, more than likely. If the DXY cools off. I haven't gone over GBTC lately. Not looking healthy. Let me go to a weekly. I'll show you on the weekly, guys. So here it is on the weekly. It's up here at the 200 SMA. You can see test. It's probably going to hang around on that 200 SMA for a while. Up in here, guys, for a little while. Maybe have a little spike above it and then finally make its way back down. It's in a topping process, guys, in my opinion. So ETH, Grayscale, same thing, playing around in this area. Here's its 200 SMA. You can see it. And I do expect another pop up there to that 200 SMA just to keep the fanfare going. And then eventually it'll start making its way back down, guys. So for that one. All right, let's go over Bitcoin. Let's go over Bitcoin real quick. I'm going to try to make this quick. Okay. Let me see on the daily. So it looks like it's going up here, 27,588 June counter. I'll go over the short-term time frames. Here's the daily trend on the RSI. You can see, you can look at this RSI and tell that this is a corrective move up. just how it's moving. So there it is. Once that's broke, once this is probably could go on for months, guys. This could go on for months. Just like this. Might come back down, touch it again, get back up, back down, get back up, all the way into let's October, maybe even longer, you know, 2024 possibly is what I would expect for Bitcoin. Stochastics daily is up a little bit. I might need to come down, reset a little bit to continue swing back up, possibly. So I look at that. Let's go to 2-hour chart. So you have a just going off the basic structure, you have a swing right here, corrected it, and you have a swing right here. And to me, you have a leg right here, and then it's going right there, and I expect another one right there, possibly, and then maybe you get another one over here. I would be checking out that 200 SMA on the 2 or 4 hour, possibly, guys, what I'd be looking at on Bitcoin. That trend right there, you can see comes back around, boom, 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 boom. Here's that trend, and tested it, and now it's testing it again. And to me, this looks like some sort of connector wave that it's doing up this leg, possibly. Could get up higher. And then maybe something back like that. And then it can go off again. It's what I would be checking out. I could be wrong. Let's see, 2 hour, 2's getting up. Yeah, I'm trying to suss this out. Like, yeah, it's a pretty good little move. Pretty decent little move for Bitcoin from here to there. So let's see. Go to a 4 hour. Yeah, the 4 is way down here, and the stochastics is probably gonna go back up, so it could go a lot higher. More than likely. Retrace of that leg. 382, 50%, 27.8, maybe up to 28K is what I would gather, guys. But at the end of the day, on the weekly, for Bitcoin, once the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ start going, you probably see something like, you know, maybe like that up to these areas into 2024, and then a trek back this way. Once the S&P 500 start to trek down, and it's going to be a long, it's going to be, I don't think it's going to dump like people like some sort of massive 2008 crash. I don't think it's going to do that. I think it's going to be sideways to down on the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. So I'm not expecting Bitcoin to do a massive, like once it gets over here, I'm not expecting a dump like this. I mean, I'm just, it's going to be a slow grind down, in my opinion, once it starts going down real slow. Like it could even take 2 years to get down here, guys. It could take it, I would be surprised if it take it 2 years to come start testing these areas, something like that. So just to give you guys an idea, what could be going on with Bitcoin. So you could be looking at all the way into March 24, which is another, say, 6 months of this. And then the S&P 500 will be in a B wave, and the NASDAQ, you know, for looks like potentially 2 years. So Bitcoin could be like 2 years in this area is what I'm going to guess. So this area. So the bears and the bulls will both be wrong. I'm guessing like after this is complete up here, my estimate would be something like about 2 more years just in this area. And that's the way the market probably is going to go, because if you think about this, the bears are going to want this massive drop like they have over here. They won't get it. So, you know, the bears are getting frustrated right now because they think, boom, this has got to go down, and it's not. It's doing a corrective rally, and it's not doing that. So it's going to kind of continue to grind up, take that liquidity out right up here, just like so. And then it's going to be able to do its trek back down, and you know, with bounces over here probably, and then a bounce here, bounce here, bounce here, all the way back down. So then it's going to be in this area. Let me kind of get rid of that stuff. Something like that, guys, is what I would be expecting in this area. So, you know what I'm saying? Up in this area right over here, guys, that's what I'd be checking out. So grind up here, and then maybe, you know, a leg like that, a leg like that, another bounce. It's going to go along the 200 SMA. It's going to follow this thing, guys. It's going to use this as a thing, projected here, bounce, maybe back down, get back up, bounce, back down, bounce, just something like that, you know, with big bounces in there, and just grind its way all the way down. And then to test this area, you know, it could take it 3 years, guys, 2 or 3 years of that action to get down there. So is what I would be thinking, just because the projection I have on S&P 500 and the NASDAQ is go sideways in a B wave. They're in an A wave, in my opinion. And the whole topping process on those assets, guys. Okay. I'm back over here, the S&P 500. Go to monthly chart. Okay, guys. It's a topping process on the S&P 500. 10, 21, 40. Okay. So one more hit, and then the sideways B wave. Potentially 2026. That's almost 2027, guys. Somewhere in that area. Okay. And then it's going to have this C wave all the way into January 29. Okay. I know the narrative is that the Fed is going to inject liquidity and it's going to continue to go up. Don't think that's doesn't look like that's going to play out, guys. It doesn't appear so. Okay. So, I would definitely have a plan. Otherwise, if you think that's going to happen, what if it doesn't? Right? What if it doesn't? And what do you think is going to be going on with Bitcoin in that time? The asymmetric bet, and it's going to continue to go up. I mean, I am like 90% convinced. I am 90% convinced of this. That your Bitcoin hype cycle ended right there. November 2021. And now this whole thing, guys, needs to be corrected. Okay? Just looking at this chart, you know, to expect this to continue on and on, it's pretty unreasonable. Okay? Now, if I was to watch something for a massive bounce on Bitcoin, this is what I would do. I probably won't be around for this, so I'll let you know. This is what I would do to check for the massive bounce on Bitcoin. Another one of these right here. So you can see in the RSI, it's down here. You see the movement in this wave. And then the movement in the stochastics, and the stochastics on the monthly has turned over. Okay. And more than likely it's either going to come down halfway or it's going to get all the way down there. What I would do is wherever this is going to end up, right? This is going to end up here. And once it gets down, wherever it's going to end up, I'd be looking for the stochastics on the monthly. Once it resets down here, that's where you're going to get your bounce on Bitcoin. Okay. No bounce is possible right now. So as a matter of fact, this is probably on the stochastics is going to shoot up a little bit like that. And then for a month or two, or maybe a few months, and then you want to see the stochastics, this monthly stochastics get back down here. And then, you know, the massive bounce could come, you know. I mean, Bitcoin, we really don't know what Bitcoin is in. I mean, technically this could be in some sort of move like this, and then it comes back down here, and then it does another massive bounce again, right? Just like that, guys. And this could be like ABC, and then it's going to correct. It could do that. Just really don't know. I mean, a lot of people think this is ABC, and then it's going to come back down like this. I'm not really too convinced of that. This whole thing. To me, this is looking more like you got a 5-wave move right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's going to be something in here, and then another bounce for, you know, this period of time, and then come back down in this area. Kind of what I'd be looking for. But the thing is, on the monthly stochastics, you want to see this get down here, guys. Now it can stay up here for a little while, but this right here was in, what was this? This is a third wave, guys, over here. This is a third wave rally, this thing right here. So it stayed up in here with a lot of momentum for a long period of time. You can see on this monthly chart, you know, the momentum was slowing each time. Okay. You go to a 2-month chart. This tells you this is your third wave with your most momentum right there. And then your divergence. So you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like so. Okay, guys. So this whole cycle, this whole hype cycle is going to be corrected, in my opinion. How is it going to correct it? How is this going to get down there? Good question. I mean, this is going to be the target. 3,000, get down to the previous 4th wave on it. You know, it's usually how things go typically. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a bullish sequence. You know, you want to see it correct. ABC, previous 4th wave to stay bullish. If it breaks that, that's usually not a good signal. And here would be the previous 4th right here to this area eventually is what I'd be checking out for the next bullish cycle. And you have to take the time into consideration too. This is 4,000 days. So I would be looking for starting off with half that amount of time first. So I'd be going out to, like, say 1,800, 2,000 days, 2027. It could take the same amount of time too, guys. I could do that, you know, 33. It could take 10 years to correct it. You just don't know, man. So, you know, I don't see any future massive bounce where Bitcoin's going to do a massive bounce anytime soon for a while, years, you know, more than a year, guys, more than a year. It's going to be a grind. It's going to be a grind. It's going to be, you know, B wave type stuff, corrective wave type stuff for a while, guys. So, okay. Let me go to a weekly since I got the 33. That's up a little bit higher. It's 33 on that one. Let me check this one. It's up at 32. So yeah, it's a grind, guys. You know, while those can do it, still projecting it, and like I said, it was going to go right up along and traject right along that 40 period moving average right there. That's what it's going to do, guys. And the 9. So it's working on the 21 and the 9, and you might see a correction back down here, and it's just going to grind up here, guys, like this. No, it's going to grind back down, grind back down. You know, you might have a shot on one, get everybody bullish, grind back down, get back up here, grind all the way up, like something like that. Okay. So that's how I look at that right there with Bitcoin, guys. So pretty much the algos so far, you know, nobody else is using them, it seems like, in crypto, but so far these algos have been correct. I say, look at the 40 period moving average on the weekly, see if it wick through it. Look, it still keeps bouncing off of it. And that's what it's probably going to do all the way up, just to grind all the way up here, guys. Okay. So, and that's going to be a massive exit. This will be an exit for sure on Bitcoin. So, all right, guys. Nothing too exciting for it to go on. No bull market that I see anytime soon for Bitcoin, guys. The only I would say, if you want to see the bull market, you know, in my opinion, you know, just let's go take my bias out, is that you want to see like complete demolished economy, everything, where the Fed has to inject liquidity, but then they're going to be playing catch up again. So if you think about that, they have to inject liquidity, the inflation is going to come back once again, and you'll be in the same position. So more than likely, just to be reasonable with it on Bitcoin, it'll just be some sort of massive bounce. Be some sort of massive bounce. The whole 10 years and 15 years of this liquidity pumps into the Fed into the system and all that, guys, that needs to be corrected itself. So more likely liquidity pumps, the 4-year cycle is obvious to me that it was for the liquidity injected in the market, just happened to time at the same time. I don't see 4-year cycle doing anything, and I'll just sit back and see what people are going to do with that one. So it's how I see it. You know, I really don't have much, you know, it's just going to be a grind. It's not exciting, guys. The crypto market is not exciting right now at all, in my opinion. You know, the cryptocurrency market was, I kind of wandered around into on lurked in Twitter, not lurched, but lurked in for Solana. And, you know, it's a little move from 17 and did a correction down to 19, and they saw this, and, you know, maybe there'll be another one, guys, and the daily algos are projecting maybe something, like I said, was going to get up to 25, 26, 27 on Solana. Okay. With your, you know, bounce right there. So down, up one more, and it probably could even be a grind into November. Okay. Into November. So back down to 21, and then you're in here for making your gains all the way into November. So you got a month or so and doing a correction. So I'm not too enthused with Solana, guys. You know, a 2-day chart, it's changed a little bit. 2-day. Let's see. Sideways, projected sideways now. Projected sideways on Solana, guys. So here, and be sideways for a while until you get a trend. I'm not enthused with this because it's trendless. Okay. It's the cryptocurrency market is really not into a trend. It's sideways for the most part, guys, with pumps, you know, pumps and dumps, pumps and dumps, pumps and dumps, pumps and dumps. Okay. So no excitement. You're not going to be getting this anytime soon. What was the other one I was looking at? I went over Chainlink. Let's see. Ethereum. Ethereum is so weak, guys. This thing is so weak. What a weak pussy asset, man, right now. Okay. You know, if you're waiting for this, like this whole thing, I proved my case that this is a connector wave right here that Ethereum went in, like right here, from this wave to this wave. I mean, it's plain as day in the weekly RSI, what went on there to me. You know, your price is there, your price is there. They're almost freaking equal. And the RSI got all the way up here, almost into oversold on the weekly. And now it's the same thing. What the miners are doing, you know, keep it right here, maybe up a little bit more. You know, what you're going to see, it's going to be obvious. What you're going to see, okay, are pumps, like, you know, maybe not that high, but a pump, bring this up to correct it. Okay, back down, bring it up to correct it, feed the bear, bring it up to correct it, and have a slow grind down. So that's how I see that. But anyhow, you know, future doesn't look good for Ethereum for a while. Let's see, 6-day chart. Let's see, Ethereum, thought I had 6-day chart. Let's see, yeah, 6-day chart. I don't think this is going to happen, but this could possibly happen, guys. You know, I mean, look at this. What if this happens? All right. That's all the way out to 2027. You know, Ethereum's pump cycle's over. Here's its cycle: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You can look at total 2, total 3, total others. You know, their cycle's over. It needs to correct it. So, you know, the thinking right now. See, cryptocurrency has not experienced the true bear market. Okay. All you've experienced in crypto, here, I'm going to be straight up with you guys, reality crypto show. All you guys have experienced are massive deep corrections. Okay. And then it rallies out of those after those corrections. Why? Well, because liquidity was going in during that period of time from the Fed, and global liquidity was going up. So you had a thing, deep correction, and it started ripping out of there, deep correction, and then it went up and went on to these rallies. Now cryptocurrency gets to experience the theme, or the what a real bear market is going to be like. Sideways, grind up, grind down, go sideways for long periods of time. Okay. And that's a potential what's going to be going on with crypto, guys, for a long time, potentially. Not a long time, but, you know, hey, 3-4 years. Okay. Potentially, guys. That's the reality of it. And just because, so what they're expecting is that just get down, finish this cycle off just like this, boom, boom, and go back into a bull market. It doesn't look like that's going to be happening, guys, at all. It's looking like it's going to be taking its time and just grinding. And then one of these days, once the whole liquidity cycle, what's going on with the Fed and inflation, it corrects a whole past 15 years from 2008 that's been going on, from 2008 all the way into 2021, 2022. The Fed liquidity needs to correct that whole freaking cycle over here. You know, the Fed pumped liquidity. Think about it, pump liquidity. Your cryptocurrency gurus are telling you it's going to just continue to go on forever and ever, and it doesn't work like that. What's going to be going on is that now you got your inflation problem, you got all your issues over here, and the Fed needs to correct that cycle, and it's going to be years before it gets down there. It could be 2029, 2027, who knows, and then they're going to start all over again, possibly. Okay, that's that reality of how it happens, guys. Okay, so now don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong here. Let me go to a weekly chart on Ethereum. Okay. And I'll show you that I was expecting, me personally, I was kind of expecting one more shot. I thought there was going to be one more shot for Ethereum right here, and that was going to be it. But this is looking like it was it. Okay. It's looking like it was it. All right. So if you're a moon boy and you don't believe it, hey, all I can suggest is maybe go do an evaluation, just an evaluation of all this. So the 4-year cycle, the whole 4-year cycle deal, and there's going to be, you know, a bull market. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. It's not adding up to that. I think everybody's going to be disappointed. I think the miners, Barra, clean spark. The ones that look really, really weak are going to get freaking hammered hard. They're going to get hammered hard by going off that narrative. I already looked into some of the miners, guys. Okay. There's a miner with the website talking about the 4-year cycle and how they got into mining, just recently, and their 4-year cycle. And they're just like loading up, like trying to do what they can do to get ready for this 4-year cycle because they believe the bull run is coming on. And I'm reading that website and I was just like, man, they have no idea. What if it doesn't happen? What if it doesn't happen? What's the backup plan? You know what I'm saying? No backup plan. They're going to get hammered, in my opinion, guys. They are going to get hammered if it doesn't happen. Bad. It's going to be like not good for them. Okay. So anyhow, go back to the whole thing was a reasonable narrative to think it'd go up, do one more shot, right? And then, cryptocurrency, what's it like to do? A nice swift correction back down that 4th wave and then onto your next bull market. And it doesn't look like that's going to happen. It's looking like it's going to be more of a grind. A grind, guys. It's going to be grind city. So get used to the grind in crypto. Grind, grind, grind. 1970 style bear market is what's going to be going on, in my opinion. And it's just those things, if you think about them, have you ever studied and kind of been into something like that? How they work? They're so egregious and so they can be so paid for some people because you have these like pumps in there, right? So the 4-year cycle is going to have a pump. Let's say it's in here. It has a little pump. They have little pumps and they just come back and it make you think that it's going bullish. And it's a little pump and it just comes back just like this. Then it breaks out low. Like, oh, this is the next one. It has a little pump like that. Oh, look at that. And then it comes back even lower. Just like that, guys. That's what they do. And they just, they just keep sucking people in. They keep sucking in the bears and they keep sucking in everybody. And it's just going to be, that's the grind, guys. It's going to be a grind for years to come in cryptocurrency, in my opinion. Thanks for watching.